Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rocket League Championship Series halftime show. This is the Middle East Showcase. We're going to have 3 separate show matches here between these 2 Middle East teams with $1,000 on the line every game here. I'm Wave Punk, joined by Johnny Boy. And Johnny, I'm excited for this matchup because we're going to show some players that the stream's never seen before. But you are more excited, admittedly.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Ever since I saw Ahmad and Khaled play years ago, I've been so impressed with their level that they've been able to get to. As we know, the regions outside of NA and EU have always been trying to get to the same level as EU and NA, who have been in Rocket League competition for the longest. Yeah, the Middle East guys they're very close. I think they're lacking experience, of course. But such an impressive lobby we've got here with Sandrock Gaming versus Empty. Talked about this a bit earlier, actually. Empty are far less known than Sandrock, but they've definitely got a shot to take games here, maybe even take the set, because they've beaten Sandrock before, something that no other Middle East team has ever done in a tournament.
Well, and I'm excited to watch these teams because it's new Rocket League and a new region that's been kind of developing its own style of play since the beginning, as it hasn't overlapped that much with the competitions we have in Europe and North America here. And what makes the Middle Eastern region unique in the Rocket League regions?
It's got to be the confidence and the speed that they play at. They just don't hold back. I think it's quite similar to how the South American teams play. So all of the North American players and high-level ranked gamers will know you run into South American players sometimes in that server in US East, and they're very confident. They don't really hesitate on anything, and they're very mechanical. So that's sort of the same as Middle East to Europe, except they're even closer geographically, so it's more playable. And that's, I think, why they're able to get to such a high level, being able to compete against the European pros day in and day out on that rank ladder.
Well, and a reminder for everyone at home that these teams are going to play 3 games. This is a series of 3, not a best of 3, but there's $1,000 on the line for every single game here, and I'm really excited to get into it. We've got the players on the pitch, and we should be getting that match started here momentarily. And I'm excited to watch these teams play. I remember you telling me a story of Garrett G watching these teams and saying he felt like he was watching the match on fast forward.
Yeah, Garrett, I mean, every time he's tuned into Ahmad in particular, he feels like he's watching it sped up because he's known as the fastest player in the world. He was actually so fast that one time he fell out of a boat, and on his way to the water, he changed clothes into something waterproof. But they're down by 1 to Twiz here. It's not a bad touch into the corner by Senzo, but look at the recovery of Twiz, just setting up himself for the finish as well.
Yeah, baits the defense out to the side and then shoots into the opening there. Empty here in the orange, Sandrock Gaming in the blue. I don't know if I believe your story about the boat, but it's maybe.
Happened. Didn't get it on video.
There. Oh, man, that makes it hard. Well, here's Khaled down the field. Twiz back to midfield and Senzo to respond. Nobody in the blue half. This SMW will get past 1. Twiz now looking for impressive in the midfield. He's going to loft for it, but already Senzo to the ball.
So early days yet, but this is impressive by impressive on the ball. It's going to be hard not to say that with impressive on the field. But Twiz and SMW making a great duo, and they've been teaming with impressive for a while now. These 2 teams were the first 2 teams to qualify to IWO's Middle East Regional. So definitely in recent form as well. But now here's Khaled. SMW does a great job to shut down his bounce dribble before it could even get started.
Khaled with 2 players challenging. SMW get all of it and impressive down the field, trying to look for Senzo in net. He'll get it off to the edge. Now Ahmad playing into the mid. Takes it himself, and Twiz will meet him. Send the ball to the outside. Now Khaled onto the wall. Oh, loses control, but his teammate covers it up from behind. Senzo plays it to the orange corner, and Twiz will pinch it in the midfield.
That's brilliant transitional play. Twiz out to SMW and back to Twiz again. They've got to keep on attacking those high balls in the center of the field with consistency here, because that's the sort of lob that Sandrock Gaming love to try and utilize. Ahmad's bump is going to leave Khaled with 1 defender. And again, SMW's got Khaled's number. He's managed to block him on a couple of occasions here.
And an important SMW keeping his wits about him there, not allowing himself to get faked. As it looked like Khaled was maybe going to try and go for it. They'll hold on to their 1-goal lead. 3 minutes left to go. This first game, SMW now to the sky, getting chased from behind by Ahmad, and he gets a second
my.
touch towards a goal, but Senso will get the save on the goal line.
Oh, what a game by SMW so far. He's putting in work at both sides of the field. Everybody doing a great job covering each other here. When there's an awkward touch coming through, there's always a backup player rotating in behind, and full rotational style is how these guys love to play. But here's Khaled. Oh, he's hit the post, and the follow-up is blocked. Impressive with a save. Half the game gone, and still empty lead by 1.
He's holding on to that one solitary goal. Here's Twiz up against Khaled. He gets it behind him, and Senso falling back in the third man. They'll pick up control. Get back to midfield up against SMW. Keeps it on the ground. 50-50 off to the side. SMW would chase it, but Ahmad with a pinch onto the backboard. And Twiz will get it away. Nearly a Cookser pinch corner bounce.
Yeah, it was almost on target, but luckily for the defense, they had the post on their side that time. 2 minutes left, and this is a great showing so far by Empty. And we're going to keep saying they're the only team who have beaten the Sandrock boys in a series from the Middle East ever in a tournament setting. So that's why they're here today, to try and do that again. Prove that they're now a real contender in the region. Khaled unable to make contact. Both him and SMW missed a down bounce read. The demo from Senzo, or from Khaled rather, leads into another offensive play. It's all SRG pressure at the moment.
Yeah, so much pressure, but finally an excellent clear from Impressive down the field, and Ahmad can only play to his own corner. A missing Impressive puts one more into the box. It's off the corner. Twiz will be up for the ball and trying to back pass to SMW. They actually both go for the ball in the midfield. And now Impressive has to loft for this one, dropping dangerously into the box. It'll be cleared by SMW, who pick up his own touch and pick up the midfield boost off the ceiling with the reset to work with. Through 2 defenders, Ahmad out of goal will play at the midfield.
Senzo blocked early by SMW again. The defense for Empty has been so impressive this game. They know they're up against it here. I've referred to that one series that they've beaten SRG in the past. They've definitely lost a whole lot more than that. So they're still the underdogs here, but they're performing brilliantly so far, keeping SRG scoreless.
Here's Twiz, Ahmad in front of him. They'll clear it neutrally. Now SMW to the outside. 40 seconds left. Empty trying to secure this first game.
Oh my.
And the 1K prize. Twiz on the outside. Khaled taking his time. And Senzo. We got one player out of net, but the shot was no good. Now lofted. Here's Khaled again with a play on the net. SMW with the save. Senzo back down. SMW clears it away. 19 seconds left. And Sandrock Gaming are knocking on the door, but it won't budge.
What a save. Again, SMW. He's just been Khaled's kryptonite in this game. And now there's no time left for Sandrock Gaming. Well, there's little, but not much. And they've got to, first of all, get the ball on target. Khaled loves it. Ahmad's not going to go up for it. Impressive. Should be able to ground this. And he will. That's so well played by SMW in defense, but by the whole Empty team. Twiz with the early goal. That was the difference. And that's $1,000 in the bag every game here. Getting paid.
Getting paid indeed. SMW coming up with the MVP, well earned. And only 2 saves, 2 registered saves to his name here. I feel like there was more that we didn't see from him there. But yeah, and that final drive, the excellent setup, a great positioning from Sandrock, and just a diving save from SMW, holding on to that slim lead.
Yeah, just a huge game. SMW putting in a standout performance here. And we're going to be right into a second game, which if they win, guarantees a set victory for them, but we will be playing the third game regardless. There will be 3 games between these 2 teams, so a chance for Sandrock Gaming to get their revenge first and foremost, maybe just get one on the board at the end. But things definitely look better for them as that game progressed. They were putting on a lot of shots on net, they were getting chances, and Empty were feeling the pressure, certainly. But yeah, SMW's defense was unbelievable. He wasn't just making saves, he was also putting in challenges to prevent shots happening in the first place. So they've clearly come with a game plan here. Shut down Sandrock before the shots even happen.
Well, if you're looking to expand your global awareness of our esport, you should go follow these people on Twitter and on Twitch. Here comes Khaled up against Twiz in goals. Not going to be able to get past him. Moving too fast to be able to move the ball around the defender. Now Twiz onto the corner. Here's SMW off the backboard. Impressive's up for it to keep it in the blue half. W with a quick turn and goal up against 2 players is to Twiz, but it'll go out to the outside. And then a loft onto the backboard. Senso will chase this down. Impressive. Move things back into the corner, and so far it's been all Empty on offense. The ball barely crossing into the orange at all here in our second game.
And they're being careful with this. They know the counter-attack is always available for Sandrock Gaming, so they are rotating back pretty quickly after getting these center balls sent into the blue end. Impressive. Over the top of Khaled, using the ceiling to help him get the ball past safely. Plenty corner wall bounces. Here's SMW going on by himself as a help from Impressive. And once again, it's Empty who put in the first goal.
Twiz chases one defender to the outside. SMW gets past Senso, and then Impressive with the dunk. Senso followed along with the ball. I love his positioning there, but it's too much from the offensive Empty, and they've got a 1-goal lead again.
Yeah, SMW has just been brilliant, not just in one game, but now in the second game as well. This just really goes to show it's not a one-team region, and although Sandrock have had the most notoriety and success, here's Empty, and really performing at a very high level as well. Just makes that upcoming IWO regional for the Middle East all that more spicy. There's also Falcons and the Ultimates in that one as well. The top 4 teams in Middle East all able to take games and series off each other on their good day. Ahmad uncontested on the rebound, but he doesn't have the boost to get to it. Senzo a little bit backwards in the possession. Again, the defensive Empty proving to be tough to get past.
Mod onto the backboard. Here's Impressive, but O'Callaghan's there. Oh, off the crossbar in the post. Follow-up's also off the crossbar. Too bad. So close, but no goals to show for it. Sandrock Gaming yet to score in this series.
Oh, surely you feel like it has to be coming soon. There's so little boost on the side of Empty at the moment. What a pass, Khaled. Off the post again. Rebound by Senzo. There it is. And it really did feel like one was coming, but Sandrock Gaming will sigh a huge relief after getting their first goal on the Rocket League channel.
It was a well-earned, a glorious battle. Fighting uphill, they finally get on the board. And it took completely draining Empty's tanks, as you pointed out, to get that goal on the board here. They got a tie game now. We'll see if they can find a lead.
Yeah, this is a chance now for Sandrock to try and build on that goal that they've just gotten, but I'm still really impressed with the way Empty are defending here. They're really making Sandrock work for every single play. They're making them take that extra touch on the ball in offense and just putting as many bodies in the way of the goal as possible. Look at that pre-jump, right? Impressive. He's way up high for that one. Clearly used to the Sandrock Gaming offensive style. I mean, to pre-jump or read that early, you don't do that against a team you've just met for the first time.
No, with that altitude as well. Like, even a team you've played a lot, that's just such a, like, you're blocking one shot with that pre-jump.
Yeah.
You're getting way up there. Anything that goes underneath you, it's like, well, oh dear. 2:07 on the clock. Empty. Been in control of the series, but now things tied back up. Sandrock Gaming getting more and more time on offense as well. A boost grab will help. Twiz and SMW both into this corner, and Twiz is going to fall back with this ball, but gets dunked by Khaled. It's onto the crossbar. Follow-ups for the rest of his team. Here they come. Momentary 2v2 with demolitions from both sides. Khaled, keep the ball high. Impressive's already there. The pre-jumps again. So strong. Here's Senso looking for Ahmad in the midfield. He's up for it, past one. Twiz onto the backboard, puts it high, and the Khaled's watching, wanting to get an opportunity, but Twiz just holds onto the ball and air dribbles it out to safety.
Yeah, great defense by Twiz there. Multiple touches to just buy his teammates time to reposition and also lifting the ball clear of danger as well. Sandrock Gaming, just like at the end of game one, have had the majority of the chances, and it's all been Empty's defense keeping them in this. You've got to look out for the runs upfield. The counterattacks are strong.
Hey.
Great save. Twiz again. This time it's Khaled who's blocked. I feel like Khaled's had so many shots denied, so many opportunities set back away from him today.
They have been in such a good setup there from Sandrock Gaming as well, but still the defense holds. Khaled now moving out. Senso and look for a bump on Impressive, but he gets airborne quickly. Able to find a midfield block. 44 seconds left. Senso on the outside. Twiz trying to back past SMW. Get it past one. Now Impressive into the corner. Ahmad versus SMW onto the backboard. Khaled over one. Losing control. Senso will put one on target, gets blocked. Here's Ahmad with a follow-up. This one just wide and Impressive to the outside. Twiz will bump player out of rotation. Now
so many shots. 11 for Sandrock Gaming, 2 for Empty, but the shooting accuracy has been on Empty's side. They're going to get one more look at it at the end of the game. That's not a good touch. Ahmad's actually centered. It's off the crossbar, off the post. Senzo will dribble it clear, but that was about as good of a chance as you can hope for. in the final seconds. Here's another one maybe for Empty.
Oh, impressive. He wanted to keep it alive there, but the rest of his team's like, no, let's just play for overtime here. Next goal, $1,000 goal. We'll see here. It looks like
about it like that. I mean, it's really difficult for Sandrock Gaming to establish any kind of, completely uncontested opportunities. There's always one player to get past. There's always someone in the way making their life difficult. And full credit to Empty for that, because Sandrock have been pretty relentless off the ball as well as on the ball, with bumps and demos coming in. Senzo landing 2 in a row there. Now he's turned around early, looking for the double, blocked again on the back wall by an Empty defense, who are absolutely packing the box with so much pressure. Here's Khaled, and he slots it, top corner. SRG get a game.
We saw Senso going for the demos, come back around, and then he gets in front of both defenders and steals the corner boost. So much.
Impressive stuff for Sandrock Gaming. Once again, proving that they have got the ice. Comeback win in game 2. And that really does make this a whole lot more interesting. Like I said, we're going to play the third game anyway, but now it's not just for the money. It's not just for the $1,000 that you get if you win that third game. It's also for the set win for the first ever Middle East match on the Rocket League channel. And that's got tons of bragging rights as well.
Did you see on the stat page there? Senso had 5 demolitions in this game. That's nearly an extermination medal.
It's a Sandrock too. I mean, Senzo and Ahmad are both extremely aggressive off the ball. Chain demoing. I think I saw, I can't remember who it was, tweeting out a really funny clip of him getting spawn killed 4 times by Ahmad and Senzo. But they go for those, and they leave Khaled alone in defense quite a lot. But that's where Khaled's meant to be. He is the third man for the team. But what showing by Empty. There's definitely a lot of people worried that they're just going to get blown out today. It hasn't been the case. They're really in this match, and they're definitely in with a chance to win this game. The nerves must be at an all-time high, though, Wavepunk. This is incredible for Middle East to finally be in the spotlight, and it's all on the line now. All the bragging rights. The first match ever in the history of the Rocket League channel.
No, what an opportunity to set the stage. Because you could sit here and say that Sandrock Gaming has been the undefeated team in the Middle East, but for the fans who are meeting these teams for the first time, they're going to remember the winner of this game. So Empty's got everything to play for in this third and final duel. See if they can set the pace again. Empty has scored first in every game so far.
And it's been, the whole squad for Empty just really working well together in offense. They're following up each other's touches brilliantly. The communication is clearly on point, and they have needed to be on point mechanically as well, because as expected, Sandrock have come out with an unreal pace, and we are already into that Sandrock offense. Can Empty break free? They seem to get stuck here a lot, and it's not really their fault. It's just difficult to get the ball out of this position when you play against players like Ahmad, Khaled, and Senzo.
Well, Khaled, what a win on that challenge. All the work Empty had been doing to gain position on the field canceled in one touch.
Ooh.
Now on the counterattack. Come back through one. Cal's going to try. Twiz stops in the midfield with the mod. All he can do is loft the ball, and Twiz is able to close on it, push it onto the backboard. Senso to push it out to the front of his box. Now Khaled up. Beats impressive. Senso and Ahmad both in the midfield here. And struggling to gain control of this ball. Twiz will pick it up happily. See if he can connect with impressive. Here he goes with the flip reset himself. Khaled gets it off the crossbar. What a save.
What's a stop by Khaled? There was even a dunk on the end of that reset. But, I mean, this is the danger when you're in a Middle East lobby at the highest level. Anyone can pull out a solo play. These guys are all mechanically ridiculous, but the defenses have been unreal. Here's Khaled. He's denied by SMW. I think the shot might have been coming off the post anyway, and that shows the placement is not, it's absolutely all or nothing for Sandrock Gaming. They know that anything other than the bottom corners, top corners is not going to work against Empty.
They're shooting for the rafters. Here's Ahmad. Against Twiz, this one drops into the midfield. Cal and Senso both in awkward spots. They have to communicate of who's going to take control of the ball, and it slows down the rotation. But Khaled now back onto the wall with solo control, and I believe a full tank here. He's going to use most of it getting into the box. Twiz will get a save and get the block on the second shot. Now impressive. Just sends it from midfield, and Senso gets up. Gets a block. 2 players up. SMW does get a shot out of it, though, so they won't be able to punish the double commit.
And there's time for Khaled now. He takes to the air once again, but he's just challenged so early by Empty, who are reading every single one of these air dribbles here. Getting in the way of them. Oh, that might be an own goal. SMW sent it up there. No, he's just motionless in horror. He's realized what he's done. And they have opened the scoring again, Waypunk, but at the wrong goal.
Oh, the betrayal. I saw it for a second. I thought Impressive might have a chance to get back there, but I was on Senso's camera, and he just hit his brakes and sat and watched it go in. He knew the moment it came off his hood, the disaster struck. So they've got their work cut out for him.
Oh, that's a great chance to respond. But SMW with a bump. What a comeback. In seconds. Impressive. Has the net left wide open for him, and it's SMW, the man who just made the mistake in the 2v1 play. Absolutely slamming Khaled out of the way.
Redemption. SMW can take any of the tilt that was beginning to fester in his mind and just clean it out. We're back to even. 2:08 on the clock. And back to an even scoreboard here. But here, oh my goodness, off the crossbar again. Khaled trying after the kickoff.
So close, but not quite close enough for Khaled. Once again, just going for the absolute perfect placement, like they have been ever since they realized the level of defense that they were up against today. Ahmad was up quickly for this, but SMW meets him. That's great defense once again.
Here's Senso on the front line. He's got Khaled underneath, and they'll put it onto the backboard. Twiz and Impressive tag team this one out. Now Ahmad trying to move up at SMW, meaning Senso in the midfield. Senso's touch goes to Twiz on the wall, and it gets cleared across the side. Ahmad onto the backboard, and SMW will try to connect with it. It's back to Twiz in the mid. Senso denies on the goal line once more to Impressive now for the infield pass, but the shot goes wide.
Yeah, Impressive just a bit too close to the near post on that one. If he's further over, I think he would have easily sent that on target. And the pass was about all you can ask for in this position. Sandrock did not have a player ready to intercept it. A minute left in the last game. Ahmad, uncontested, and scores! 2-1, Sandrock Gaming take the lead late in the game.
A smoke screen here, I think, helping pave the way as Cal gets it down and then gets Twiz, the defender, trying to dodge the demolition, actually gets a side panel onto the ball despite not being able to see the shot. That's how good this empty defense is. They're predicting where the shots are going to be. It's just slightly off, though. And now, 53 seconds left. They're looking to tie it back up on the other side.
Yeah, it's great play by Khaled. He's just keeping the ball in the corner here, giving his teammates time to follow up, and now Ahmad calmly takes it past 2. No boost left, but I'm sure Ahmad can still get to Supersonic if he wants to somehow. Not a long time left for Empty, and they've been struggling to create chances. Now they desperately need one.
Khaled down. Here's Ahmad trying to put some security into this lead. 29 seconds left. Denied by Impressive on the goal line. But SMW going to be in a rough spot. Impressive bails him out of it off the backboard. Now Twiz up for this ball, gets there before Senso can touch it. Cal going to chase it down on the wall. He's out of boost, but he just needs to keep the ball at midfield for 14 more seconds for the win. Over 1, onto the backboard. Senso's there and in. 3-1. Sandrock Gaming coming alive in the final moments.
Oh, that's one of the best assists we're going to see all week. Look at the control for Ahmad, faking the air dribble up high, somehow spirals under the ball for the reset, and then just lofts it into the bar for Senzo to come in for the open net. Surely that's game, but you got to look out for the kickoff plays coming out in the Middle East. Nothing too fancy on this one, and I think that touch should do it. Sandrock Gaming lose game 1. They win game 2 from behind, and then they manage to get that 3-1 cushion in the third game. One impressive showing by both teams of Wavepunk. It's definitely clear to see, even on a small set of games like this, the level that these guys are able to produce. And I take it from me, this is just another day at the office. This is what you'll be used to if you take more of a look at this region in the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, I love watching these teams, especially on defense. The saves we were able to see, especially Khaled pulling off on that crossbar hit, or there was the aerial dunk, the flip reset dunk into him, and he was up on the crossbar to block it off. That was very impressive stuff. And just in general across the board, both these teams putting forward such incredible play, all 3 games.
Yeah, there's more. I mean, you're really spoiled for choice with Middle East. I mean, such an exciting region, like you said. But there's other, great teams as well. These are just 2 of them. So definitely keep an eye out for Middle East. I'm expecting them to be a contender in the EMEA region, the Europe, Middle East, Africa region for IWO. But it's been a long time coming. It's great to see it finally happen. Sandrock Gaming on the Rock League channel. It was meant to be. It's like Kurnovi winning season 1 of RLCS. They have got the win here today. But well played, Empty. What a fight they put up, and just never giving up on any play, never giving Sandrock anything completely for free other than the own goal, which of course It's just a complete freak accident, which SMW probably can't believe to this moment. But yeah, well played to both teams, and hope you guys enjoyed that half as much as I did, because that was a ton of fun.
I had a blast. This was a lot of wonderful to see how the other regions compete in this beloved game. So that is our halftime show here for today on the RLCSX Championships. Coming up, North America G2 versus Rogue. One team going forward, one team going home. Stick around. We'll see that on the other side of the break.